Well, Ben Klinger, man, I don't know. I was just telling you earlier, the video about your clocks knocked my socks off. It shows what you guys have put into designing these clocks and the care and the consideration that you have for doing this work, and you just make the most incredible clocks I've ever seen in my life, and you're raising money. This is your third crowdfunding site, right? And you're halfway there and only 1 week out of the box. This is terrific. So how'd you get interested in clocks? Why clocks?
We've been fascinated by time, both Shai and I, for a long time.
A lot of jokes coming, I can see.
Ever since we were in the university, and our first project after we finished and just started our own studio was a clock, the manifold clock, and we saw the reaction people had to that object. And we thought we struck gold. We found something that people really like, and we're good at it. So we just keep on doing clocks. It's a very interesting object. It's a very simple movement, just circular movement, and with a little bit of manipulation to the hand. You can do really cool stuff that amazes everyone.
But it is. I mean, it's like a magician. I mean, you take something that everyone thinks is either digital or two hands going around, and you pull rabbits out of everything. I mean, something you never imagined seeing or whatever. Well, God, how did that thing do? And gee, I mean, it could keep you fascinated. But you said you're a kindergarten teacher. I can imagine kindergarten kids just standing in front of these clocks forever.
Actually, grown-ups that see the clocks for the first time, they act like kindergarten. They never thought that a clock movement can do that.
Yeah.
So it's really interesting to see the reaction people have the first time they see it.
So not only are you giving time for people, you're giving entertainment, you're giving curiosity to people, amazement and joy. I mean, just the joy of seeing your clocks. I mean, makes you feel better about the world. So now maybe you guys are going to become therapists, right?
Probably our first career will be therapy.
Well, I mean, you think of it, every therapist should have one of your clocks in their office, So that's a great sub-market, I think, for you. And they're so reasonable. I mean, now on Kickstarter, I mean, like they're $40, $50, for getting it there, and it'll be $70, $75 when you're on the market after you finish it producing. So this is a hell of a good time to get one of your clocks, isn't it?
Because we think that people that help crowdfunding, they're really passionate about the product and the people behind it. So the price is it's just over our production price. We have to calculate other costs like shipping and Kickstarter fees and Amazon payment fees, but we really keep it reasonable for now because these people really help bring the product to life.
Yeah. So, I mean, I guess that's what Kickstarter is all about. I mean, you worked a long time developing the idea and the concept and the models or whatever, but now to get it out to the people, you need that money. And that's what this, crowdfunding and internet money is just wonderful for that. Otherwise, you'd have to find some big fat cat,
I don't want to think what we could have done 10 years ago. I don't know how we could make money.
Yeah.
This is an excellent idea, and that's why we keep on coming back to it.
So you feel that 10 years ago this couldn't have happened for you because of the technology wasn't there yet, right?
Yeah.
And not the technology of making the clock, but the technology of getting you money so you could be in business.
Just imagine that we're here in Tel Aviv in Israel, The market here is very small, and we can get to everyone in America, in Canada, in Europe, and we're right there at their screen, and we're here in Tel Aviv, so it's amazing.
And I'm in Washington, D.C., and in my kitchen, and you're in your kitchen in Tel Aviv. And I'm thinking maybe, 10 years ago, you would be like you were in class. You'd have a desk or a table out in the market trying to sell these, right?
Yeah, we go door to door.
No, I just think it's a wonderful thing. And also that you're out there, it's before you make anything now, there's a market. Yeah, that's what's so neat.
And we know how strong it is.
Right.
Because when we want to manufacture something, we have to go to the people that outsource it, and they tell us there is a minimum order quantity. That is our biggest fear, because that means that we have to find certain amount of people that are willing to buy our clothes before we can make a single unit. So
the company would make you one, but it'd be expensive as hell, wouldn't it?
One will cost us the same as 2,000, so it doesn't really matter.
You want 1 or 10,000, same price. Well, that's wonderful. And really, to get the clocks now, or even in the future, it's Studio Vive. How do you say that again?
Studio Vet.
Studio Vet. StudioVed.com. That's Studio VE. For those of us who I was just educated about, VE means and, because there's two people. So StudioVed.com, and you see the current clocks that you get a discount on, and actually all your other clocks. I mean, that one with the long sweeping hands that go, I just fell in love with that thing. And the first one with the cone or whatever, I still don't know how that works. I guess it's your partner who's the mathematician. He understands that.
He had the idea. It's actually based on the thesis he did in his master's.
Really? Wow! So that's a master's thesis. I get that clock put on the wall. Hey, this guy in Israel, that's his master's thesis, is doing a clock. Well, that's wonderful. Well, you're a delight, Ben, and thank you so much for your time and your talent and sharing it with the rest of the world. I just hope you continue success and giving us stuff that we could really appreciate and feel more alive, because I think that's what your products do. So thank you very much. And it's StudioVev.com. Did I say it right? Great. Thank you so much, Ben.